Welcome back to another battle, everybody. Today we're playing Progressive Capitals on the General Processing Unit map. We're playing as a green player out of the 4th position. We've got a 3 here, relatively middle of the board. Probably what I choose, even if yellow caps on the 3 here. I don't love any of my other territories. The double 2s back here behind a white 4. That's basically lost material. I could even see that being the white player's capital. Again, yellow may go here. I really wouldn't be surprised. All right, well, black is in there, so that makes it at least a little bit more palatable. If red goes on this 3 again, still going to go on the 3 here. This is a +2 bonus, not a bad spot to be. But this is General Processing Unit. We're playing on the meta settings here. Those settings are auto setup, 60-second turn timer, progressive cards, balance blitz dice, no rank restrictions, alliances, and portals are off, fog and blizzards are on, and we're playing with neutral inactivity behavior, which I believe in the current release of the game is actually mildly bugged, where it always goes to the troop stacking before the official flagging of the player. It doesn't just insta-flag right now, which is not really what we want, but we're going to play with it and see how it rolls. We do this because the bots that move about the board tend to make these games take a very, very long time. So we're going to cap here. Black presumably tries to take this bonus on the first turn, even with me capped here. It's a +5 in the center, or +4 in the center rather, so it's a fairly strong bonus. Blizzards, weird split blizzard here in VCore inductors. That one will definitely give us an interesting situation, but white does not end up on the 4 over here. That's very interesting. Purple not on the 4 there. So I think we might have pretty heavy cap presence on the right hand side of the board. But this is part of our Tier List Tuesday series. For those of you unfamiliar, Tier List Tuesday is the series on the channel where we play every single map in Risk on these meta settings, see how they stack up against each other, and have a grand old time with it. That is the primary goal, is to just have some fun, play some Risk, and rank some maps, see where they end up placing. Now, there could be somebody capped on variable inductor here with a double blizzard in that VCore bonus. I think there's a lot of VCore bonuses, right? So VCore and the inductors bonus, we'll call it. So we've got a whole bunch of +4s. So that's going to be display ports, VCore MOSFETs, VCore inductors, VCore capacitors is a +3 actually. X Ultra 590 GPU is a +4. Oh, I don't really want to let red hold. If red has this bonus, I'm not going to let him hold a double bonus there if he's on the other side here. And a split play would be very foolish. He should not try to split these. That's just asking to lose your capital. He lands 2 there. Is there any reason not to take that? Okay, thanks, yellow. Yellow on a 4 here. Okay, didn't get the best of dice on that. Was hoping to get pure. I don't know what red was doing there, but stack this way. I don't need to take this bonus yet. Black didn't take the bonus yet. If I lose this back to red, that's fine. He may actually end up starting this next turn with 7 troops because he might have this bonus. I don't know why yellow stacked his whole output here and rolled my 2. That didn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Looks like white's gonna roll me here. Maybe. Yeah, that was even dumber than my roll. Just silly. I mean, there's no way red doesn't reroll that, right? Now it's probably cheaper to reroll that. So, all right, congrats, white. You get that. That's fun. All right. I mean, even roll on a 4 cap is certainly possible, but silly that that's even something that consistently happens as much as it does. Purple places a 3 over here. Actually got out of his way, so this likely hits me. There's no other reason to add the material there otherwise. This 5 should be able to go boom, boom. Presumably yellow moves the 4 off. Didn't fortify the 3 out to help black take the bonus in the middle, so that is a little bit interesting. We've already seen purple roll stuff. Like, I don't understand purple's multiple attacks. I get why white rolled to the left to try to add a fortification to this capital here. That certainly made sense to me. Now, black did see that roll from white onto my cap. That's a lot of troops to have down there. Looks like he is also beelining for this. So everyone, I mean, that he must have had a big stack here. This might have even been a fortified play because black put quite a bit in the middle. I don't actually think he rolled that. I don't think he rolled the cap here. It looked like he slidered it but didn't roll it. Anyway, wouldn't be surprised to see a red bot out. I'm hoping yellow moves this 4 off, hopefully vertically. There's also a possibility that black didn't take this bonus because somebody capped in GPU cores. So, unsure. I didn't finish running through the bonuses, I don't think. VMEM, VRM +3, VRAM modules +5, power delivery +2, PWM plane +4, interface +2, parallel link +2. Those are all the bonuses split up to discuss them. But nothing more than a 5, nothing less than a 2, couple 2s, single 5. Red is botted. So, mildly unfortunate. If white hold, I mean, because black would be stacking here, right? So if white ends up holding that, that's pretty interesting. Please move this. I mean, I'm honestly no holds barred here if he doesn't move the 4. I'm just going to hit it. Well, not if he goes that way. If he fortifies this way. Oh, I don't have to hit it. The 5 has direct path right here. All right, then I have an idea. The idea is this. Take our bonus. Yellow is up here. Purple there. Black here. I'm just going to do that. I'm just going to get this material out while I can. White, yeah. But black didn't roll it. White, I mean, he's stacked up against it. I'm fairly certain he's just sitting here on link connector. But this should work out. I mean, maybe yellow breaks me. I didn't hit his stuff, so I would hope not. But I'm thinking that white might even be slow rolling. If you're slow rolling and you have more than 2 dice, we can't see it. But if you have more than 2 dice on your territory, what are you doing? Why are you slow rolling with only 2? If you only had the 2, then I get it. White does take material. So, I mean, this was free for me. What are we doing here, purple? I don't think purple is capped over here, so I don't really understand this troop allocation. I would have moved out of the way had I known. Okay, he moves out of the way. Is he going to try to take this? I think he's going to play for this +4 here. And watch him split the material. Yep. It's like clockwork with these guys, dude. It's very predictable. I think purple's just playing for a bunch of different bonuses. So I don't think purple's very good. Red obviously quit. I didn't think red was very good. Rolling purple's 4 initially didn't make much sense. Black starts with 5. Likely still has a bunch of material here next to this cap by white. And this cap is very useful as far as pathing goes. You got pathing kind of into the center, but you also have that outside pathing, which I didn't even consider when I placed the troops over here. Probably could have left this as a 6 and been fine and added the extra troop up there, but I wanted to defend my bottom cap a little bit better. If we get broken by yellow, then I'm going to add yellow to my list of players I don't think that are that skilled. If yellow leaves me alone, then a little bit of respect there. But I don't think black rolled the cap here. I think he let white hold. Red stacks next to us a little bit. So, I don't know. Maybe I try to just play for the +4 here just to clear some board. That might be my best bet. I don't know where yellow's capped. I don't know what he's playing for. He's been playing pretty slowly to start here. We don't know where white's original is. We don't know where purple's original is. We know where the red original is. We know where the black original is. And obviously our own capital. We know where that is. This serves as a little bit of a buffer for me. I don't know why yellow would take that, to be completely honest. He must be capped here, right? Like, does that seem to make some sense to me? Am I... Okay, this was unexpected. These two are capped next to each other, I think. A 7 there. All right. I'm not gonna mess with yellow then. I don't. If I understand this correctly, and he is on V-core capacitors, I don't want to break him there. Like if he's on variable inductor here, I don't want to break him. I don't get much out of that. Wait, fails a roll over here. Presumably a 3-on-1 or a 2-on-1 that was just failed. Goes to the 4 to 5. Purple gets 5. There's not really any point in me adding more troops over here. This 8 is just going to smoke me anyway, so... Yeah, I don't think purple is very good at all. I stand by that one fully. Didn't have this bonus here anyway, but it's just like, it's what it signifies, I think, is the most important piece. So I don't know what black expects to do with this 7 here. Also, the red cards are available somewhere. So I think with purple and yellow, presumably both over here on the left-hand side, are we going to see black try to roll this? We are going to see black try to roll. He might give this to me for free. Slow rolls, though. Loses 3 right off rip. I think if this was in a position where you could even try to roll it, I would have blitzed it. Only gets a 1 off there. He is not getting good dice here. I've got a 14 down here. I'm not particularly worried. So those were both double 2s in a row. Loses a full 3. Can only roll 2 dice now. Actually got a troop off of it. And fails. So... doesn't even take a card. So didn't play off his cap in the middle. Invested all of those troops to do that. Red obviously still botted. Probably doesn't have much material wherever he exists anyway. The question really comes down to, yeah, so we let yellow hold a +3 here. The question really comes down to, how weak was this cap to begin with? What did white get this down to? Does yellow feel like he's going to be in a position to hit this? I'm unsure so far. I also wonder if I can hit black's cap, because I can't make a move into black's cap until the time is right. I could dump everything up here and just see. Maybe it'd be worth it. Oh, okay. Red has flagged. So that, it seems that wasn't that much time. I guess maybe that was the full 10 minutes though. And I just didn't realize how long 10 minutes takes. We're 13 minutes into the video, so that would probably make some sense. But yeah, black traded and then didn't take a card anywhere. Didn't even try to roll the 2-on-1 or the cap troops. I mean, I might be able to take this. I don't know. It's probably worth a shot at least. 6? Yeah, why not? Why not? Am I right? Come on, give me one more. Ooh. Stack on cap here. He trades, he's going to take it right back, which is just silly. It's not smart. This is not a good play. He gets... I mean, that's insane dice, dude. That is just bizarre. That... I mean, he's rolled a 4 cap twice. He lost 4 the first time with 8 troops and then loses 1 with 12 troops. I just don't really understand how that's possible with defender's advantage. Purple hits here. Wow, is he gonna break here as well? Okay, yellow played nice and probably gonna regret it. But purple, or sorry, white, you know, like the caps technically have defender's advantage. So the fact that he's only losing 1 is a statistical improbability, I would say, not inherently an anomaly or anything of the sort. There's also a black 6 here. So I can't imagine white's other cap is very well defended. If he's going to trade in early to take this, I'm honestly not even upset with the investment that I put down there. I just need to find wherever this other capital is, and then I can put pressure on it. And if black bots, then this cap in the middle is going to become very valuable. Potentially even worth it to take. I don't have a trade on 4. So it's certainly not worth it yet. I may do some little snake maneuver. Boom, 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 boom. Something up through the middle here to keep an eye on this to see how much it grows, presuming that the black player is quitting, which is unfortunate. Like, I get why he's putting pressure on this cap and trying to take it, but you're not out of the game. He had at least 9 here before, has a 6 stack up here. Why not put the effort into trying to play the game? The quitting problem in this game is just rampant. It's very sad, honestly. So I don't think yellow will hit me with the 6 here. I don't see him slipping this through to have the extra troops. I just see him probably retaking his bonus. But if not, if we've got a battle against white, we'll at least get to see it out. Hit purple. Yeah. Surprised by the commitment of troops over here, to be honest. Don't really want him to hit my material. I was really hoping he wasn't going to hit me there. Because I want to scoot along the side here. I fortified here, so I really have no method of going and looking at black's cap. I want to take it, but I don't have the means right now. So what I'm going to do, I don't actually want to hit black material at all. So I'm going to hit yellow over here. Because I want yellow to trade before me. I'm gonna get to see how much. Yeah, he puts 6 up there. So his other capital, wherever it is not very well defended. That's my mindset. Oh my goodness. Whoa, he just rolled the stinking black stack here. What are you doing? For no cards? That was the first, like, white's plays earlier to take this capital I didn't have an issue with. I didn't think those were a problem. That was, I mean, he did get terrible dice on that. I imagine this was probably up to at least a 7, but losing 9 on that is atrocious. That's really bad. I plan to trade and take this then, independent of the black cap in the middle. And as long as purple and yellow keep fighting each other, which I'm not sure yellow will fight him, but hopefully they do. Purple's going to try to clear me out of here. He doesn't have enough troops to do it. I think black also might be here still, an HDMI port. Oh, don't hit me off that. Okay, good. I wanted to keep this spot next to white so that I could steal the capital. But we'll get the 10 trade, and then a +2 on 6-pin power connector, which is over on the right. Yep, up here. Interesting. This map is, I didn't get through the territories. It's 50 territories. There are 4 blizzards. Knocks us down to 46 total territories. That's 7 larger than the classic map blizzards considered. If yellow rolls the purple cap, I won't see it. So that's a little bit of a bummer, but don't hit my 5. Why are you hitting my 5? Like, I don't know why yellow would give me a reason to hit him. What is your MO, bro? I think he's trying to play for the +4. Why are you hitting? What are you doing? Why is he? Purple's been manhandling you on the left-hand side, and this is how you're playing. I don't really understand yellow's goal here, and I'm going to do something that I don't normally like doing, which is hitting 2 players at the same time. But How do I get material up here? I don't know that I can. I'm just making sure he doesn't have that bonus. Like, hitting my 5, I don't think yellow's very good now either, watching the way that he's playing. I think purple's going to take this from me, unfortunately. I had a feeling that white had the +3 here, and I was trying to prevent that. Yeah, there he goes. So he hit through black here. He won't be able to wrap all the way over to me, though. As long as purple doesn't trade and take this 6 cap, although he might. I keep not getting good dice on that capital. I probably should just give it a rest and leave it alone. I mean, I guess 7 on 5 isn't the worst dice. I should have just put more up there. Let's take the rest of your bonus. Okay. 18. Where did that... Alright, I'm absolutely going to lose this. And this wouldn't have been a problem if yellow just played for himself up there. Loses 6. Like, what is going on with these cap rolls, man? I just don't understand it. I don't get it. Now purple actually has a pretty good hold over here. So... I don't know why, with black in here on a 5, why did yellow hit my 5 here? I'm trying to stay calm and not get all frustrated with the opponents that I've been dealing with, but woof. It's simply just woof. So red is either here or here. I think this clown is going to come break me, or he kills red right here. He's going to break me. What a flubber. He didn't fortify that over. I'm checking where red is, bro. I don't... That's white's original? Huh. No wonder he wanted a better capital. I don't know. Red is in this then. Red is in one of these 3 territories. This makes more sense why white wanted this cap so bad, and also why he's playing on the right-hand side. So we've got full vision on this. I'm 99% certain yellow is capped on variable inductor, and also that fortify did go through. It looked like it didn't, and then the game switched off his turn, but I guess it did. Meanwhile, I hope white is aggressing purple, because purple's going to get a ton of troops on this next turn. Yeah, I mean, it's so much so that if he trades, yellow's at risk of losing this capital, which is why yellow's aggression of me has made truly no sense. Gets broken by purple and then just rolls over and lets this guy murder him on the left-hand side. It's like very weird. I wasn't actively targeting yellow before that, so I'm a bit confused by his play, but it's fine. I don't have a trade on 4 again, so I can't do much. Kind of just have to play fairly reserved. It's only the 15 trade here too, so it's not like he can take my capital. White maybe could. You know, you hope yellow tries to keep himself alive here instead of re-aggressing me. I have almost no way of eliminating red. So again, if red's presumably on one of these 3 territories up here, and it's dumping 21 troops over here. I don't know why he's so intent on taking this bonus. Instead of fighting against purple, he desperately needs this for some reason. I don't know what this guy's issue is. And he doesn't even fortify. So I have to show white how many troops I have on cap. because white's in the middle here. All right, or I mean, we're getting basically blatantly targeted by yellow. I don't really know why. I wasn't the one that broke him. He didn't have this bonus here. So then when I tried to play off of the material I already had in here, admittedly to go see what was on this territory, I thought this might be red here. This player continues targeting me, and he'll hold this unless white hits him, so that's not great. But it is what it is. White gets red, so that triggers white's trade at least. He shouldn't have enough troops open to me to come kill me. Maybe that gives him a pathing into purple to steal this cap up top, or maybe he takes the black cap and well, no cards off of black, right? So I do kind of like this map. I think there's a little too much focus on the middle of the board normally. White's cap is, I mean, this cap, especially when he had territory on far away Faraday, even with red cap there, I'm surprised he capped directly next to, I'm surprised he would cap directly next to black instead of directly next to red. Just a little bit strange. Purple gets 18. Yeah, so yellow's not going to get broken over here, which is a bummer because he's playing like a ding-dong. But I'm not worried about holding or not holding a +2. That's not my concern. And purple may actually jump to 3 caps here where yellow ends up losing his capital here. Purple was aggressive into my cap up here, aggressive for the bonuses on the left-hand side. I think white is my strongest skilled opponent, but I think as long as I get my bearings here, play smart, I can pull it back. Purple, yeah, I was going to say, purple has not been a single... He hasn't really been a single card taker all game, so he does take 2 there. I'm not sure if that's double breaks into white or what. Yellow does hold this over here. I could even see yellow trying to slam me or slow roll or whatever from this position, but we'll see what he does. Ideally, the 10 leaves, but no. All right, then honestly, I'm not having it. I'm not having it. If this is gonna sit here, I'll take the risk. I'll take that risk. I don't really care. I have a trade on 3. As long as white doesn't set on me and kill me right now, I'll be fine. And if he got broken, which it looks like he did by purple, he potentially steals this cap from purple up top right now. With purple not on a trade-in, because purple set early. Totally fine with that. I'm fine with a retaliatory play into yellow here. You didn't move the 10 off. You could have, and he chose not to. So I don't really have a lot of sympathy for this player. He's kind of picked me as a target out of nowhere, and if white's not going to break me over here, I mean, I'll just run it down. You know, we saw him commit a lot over here. Purple gets 14 still. So 14 is interesting because he was getting 18 before, right? Could 14 be, this is 8, 13, and then how many? 6 plus 4 is 10, 11, 12, 13, something like that, where white took the cap, but not anything beyond that. It's a possibility. I didn't see where yellow took the card last turn, though. I think purple just tried to roll white's cap and failed. Like, I think white took this cap, purple tried to re-roll it and did not succeed. I think white's holding a lot of the board. Traded early to do it. I really wouldn't be surprised if he rolled this. Which actually means aggression into yellow is probably the best bet. Yellow's getting 8. So purple 1 and then 10. That's still a troop short. Territory short, rather. Yeah, no mercy at this point from me, man. I don't I don't know. Oh. Can I get them both? Can I get them both? There's one. Should step up this way. Whatever. It's always these guys that just, they do the early cap rolls for no reason. I'll take it, honestly. This guy doesn't have a trade. Good luck, White. Oh, man. This one fell into my lap, ladies and gents, but it just goes to show that, I mean, some players won't realize that the grudge never really leaves. And Yellow really gave me too much reason to find a grudge with him for too long, to the point where like I don't know. If I was Yellow and I was holding this bonus and I'm green and I don't, and green never breaks me here, purple breaks me, and then green's sitting in a bonus that like, okay, maybe I want to claim, but he didn't even take black out of here before he moved my material. So to me, that removal of the material, knowing that realistically any decent player would try to move this away once they had the ability to, they would. I was going to move it away, and all he did was see me as leaving this here as some form of aggression for some reason. And yeah, I mean, the game is over. I'll take blackout first. I don't really want to end the game in a way where it's you know how it is, like the I'm sorry. Did I just fail a 33 on 14 cap roll? Apparently it's 34 on, or 34 on 14. Apparently it's 35 on 14 that succeeds. That is the dice this game have been horrible, which honestly, at least this leveled out the way that it did. I don't know why Yellow slammed purple after purple failed to roll into White there. A little bit silly. Let's see what card White had to finish. Just a horse. This was General Processing Unit. It's got some potential. Admittedly, I don't love I think this is the +5, the VRAM modules bonus. I don't really like. Don't like it as a surrounding bonus around the +4, and a +4 that is basically a 2 territory hold in the middle. That's stronger than a lot of bonuses that are more difficult to hold. Some of the +3s, like this one here that Yellow got broken by purple in a couple times, I just don't think that it's. Like, I like the map, but I don't love the map, and I definitely don't think it's as good as Emergency Calls, and probably not as good as Command and Controller either. Black and White Intermediate, Novice on red and yellow, and Beginner on purple. Not super surprised by our ranks here in this one either. Let me take a look at our map here. Again, I mentioned 46 territories with the blizzards. Here's the look of the map. These positions in here are very strong. There is a connection here that I think may be new relative to the image, because it's not shown here, but there was a pathing connection, I believe, that we could see on the map there from this into here. Maybe I'm misremembering, but I could have sworn I saw that. But otherwise, like this could be a really impactful blizzard. Either of these territories would be super impactful blizzards. I mean, this big one because it's a 2 territory bonus, will never be a blizzard. Same with this one. You could have one of the middle ones as a blizzard, which would just make this an absolutely insane position. I think card blocking ends up being really easy on this map because of how choky things actually end up boiling down to, especially when the 4 blizzards are considered. It's a fine map. It's not my favorite. It's not my least favorite, and certainly not my least favorite from this map pack, but I don't think in good conscience I can put it quite as high as emergency calls, but it's definitely more balanced left to right than command. So I think it's going to sit definitely above command. I think above Britannia, above Italy. I think it kind of falls in that Dracon Atlantis range. And I think I like the other two more. They're very similar, actually. It's kind of actually quite similar to Atlantis, how I feel about it. Atlantis, obviously, the bonuses in some of those spots much larger, but the kind of cyclical feeling of the map, everything revolves around the center, seems pretty true of both of these maps. So that's where we'll land that. And let me know what you guys think. We'll be covering Mother of All Boards as the final map in the Resistor is Futile map pack next week. If you guys enjoy these videos, hit that like button down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. We'll be back with more Risk tomorrow. As always, everybody, I have been C-Money. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a tremendous rest of your day. Peace.